the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Turn 3 Racing Network. As tonight we're here with Racing for a Cause at Chicagoland Speedway. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. My name is KR Stolfus, and I look forward to bringing you 100 amazing laps of action here at Chicagoland Speedway for our Special Ops Warrior Foundation 100. And here to talk about tonight's race in the booth with me is none other than Tim Lee. Tim, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Oh man, I'm getting ready to talk about some racing, getting ready to see some great side-by-side action at Chicagoland Speedway. But more importantly, I am here to help raise awareness for a cause that you have selected for tonight.
That's right, and I appreciate that. So a little background on me. I was a 22-year Air Force special operator, retired about almost 5 years ago. So work a lot with this foundation. They do a lot for families, a really tight-knit community that gives back, not only to their own community, but to other communities as well. And I really enjoy having it on the car tonight and all the time, and supporting it in any way I can.
And so it's on the car for you tonight in that 25 machine, but more importantly, what do they really specialize in? What kind of things is Special Ops Warrior Foundation trying to do?
The Special Ops Warrior Foundation does a number of different things. We can talk hours about all the ways that they give back to the community. And when I mean by community, I mean those special operations warriors like myself that were deployed for months and months at a time, that we don't forget about our families back home. They're able to help, you know, whether it's scholarships or grants or monies or whatever it be that the family or the warrior needs, their help, their help to facilitate and augment, if you will, anything that the family might need.
Well, that is definitely something a few of my veteran friends have always been thankful and appreciative of. Sometimes coming back to civilian life doesn't work out too well for them.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, when you get to doing something, a certain way for so long, and experiences really that only a few can say they've done, the adjustment phase, it's so big, but also what the families, I wouldn't say face or go through, but just their experience as well, right? Because we can't do it without our families. That's always priority number one for us.
All right, man. Well, tonight you have picked Chicagoland as the race to sponsor. Is there any significant meaning to Chicagoland? Is it a track you look forward to, or a home track of yours?
No, I think it was one of my first wins when I started iRacing a couple of years ago. It's always been one of my favorites. It's pretty easy to run. It's a comfortable track in this package, as you kind of mentioned earlier. So I'm looking forward to it, and going to have some fun. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but we'll see.
Well, that 25 machine right now sitting 16th on the speed chart, but qualifying and race trim, two different things. What can we expect out of this 25 machine here tonight?
A lot of patience.
So track wide enough for 3 wide, and you're not going to try and make it 4?
3 grooves is enough on this one, even though you could probably push it a little, but we'll see.
All right, Tim. Well, practice is starting to wind down, man. We want to let you get back out to it, and I want to thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. That is Tim Lee, tonight's race patron. taking up his very precious practice time to bring awareness to something that is near and dear to his heart. Right now, just a few drivers out on track. One of those is John T. Wimbish. As we look at our point standings coming into tonight's event, Dustin German holding on to the points lead over John Wimbish, just 17 points separating first and second place. K.D. Osmond sitting in third, 29 points behind German. Steve Baker sitting in fourth place. He is tied with Chris Mefford, both those drivers 33 points behind our points leader. That makes up your top five in the points standings as we get ready to go into qualifying. Drivers beginning to roll out as the green flag flies on our qualifying session. And the first one making his way out on the track, that is the 88 machine of Dale Osmond. Old KD Osmond in that 88 as he gets ready to lay down a qualifying lap up onto the backstretch, this curved backstretch that is here at Chicagoland. Miss Linda checking in on YouTube chat. Good evening, Miss Linda. So glad to have you here with us tonight. The 88 machine takes his first green flag for his qualifying session. The 9 of Dustin Ping out on track as well. Getting up to speed as he is going to roll through 3 and 4. So Ping taking the green flag on his qualifying lap. Justin Rigsby in the 99, making his way onto the front stretch. Drivers have 5 minutes to turn 2 laps in this qualifying session. The 85 machine of Jeff Stiles. Right now he finds himself in 5th place. And as I say that, he drops to 6th. Right now, the pole position going to the 23 of Bobby Summers. He has laid down a heck of a lap with a 29.496. But Dale Osmond gonna jump up in front of him, our new pole sitter, the 88, as he has a 29.342. Tonight's race patron, Tim Lee, in the 25 machine, finds himself in 5th place. He is on his 2nd lap, and so far drivers have been faster on their 2nd lap. It looks like he is going to shut it down. Doug Johnson in the 8 machine. And now he finds himself in 13th spot. The 94 of Troy Radford, last season's champion, having a bit of a struggle this season in that points battle. Troy Radford right now finds himself all the way down in 19th spot. Missed last week's race. No, it wasn't last week. Oh man, we were 2 weeks ago. We've had a week off. I've forgotten everything and who drives what car. Oh, good grief. These guys should know never to let me have a night off, because it all just goes away. But John Wimbish in that 56, trying to lay down his qualifying lap. As there's just about a minute and a half left to go. Doug Wysocki making his way out on the track. And the 17 of Tommy Haynes. So while these last few cars lay down their qualifying lap, we're going to step away for our national anthem, and we will return to bring you tonight's starting lineup.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light. What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the drivers have started to take to the grid, and that means it is time to go through our starting lineup for the Special Operations Warrior Foundation 100. Row number 1 will be John Wimbish in the 56, the 88 of Dale Osmond on his outside. Row number 2 will be the 94 of Troy Radford and the 1 of Stephen Page. Row 3 will be the 23 of Bobby Summers and the 82 of Tyler Hilton. Row 4 will be the 28 of Dustin German and the 46 of Chris Mefford. Row 5 will be the 17 of Tommy Haynes and the 6 of Eric Blount. Row 6 will be the 83 of Brandon Mefford and the 99 of Justin Rigsby. Row 7 will be the 34 machine of Doug Wysocki and the 08 of David Schmidt. Row number 8 will be the 9 of Dustin Ping and the 7 of Jason Keklak. Row 9 will be the 25 machine of Tim Lee and the 11 of Christopher Spencer. Row 10 will be the 4 of Mike Massengill and the 85 of Jeff Stiles. Row 11 will be the 8 of Doug Johnson and the 12 machine of Colin Allman. Row 12 will be the 55, Steve Baker, and the 19, Cade Green. Row 13 will be the 16 of Damon Cox and the 3 of Chad Meadows. And on row 14, bringing up the tail end of the field here tonight, will be the 47 machine piloted by Ray Radford. And we will have to yell at our graphics department, as they did miss a logo change. We do owe Special Operations Warrior Foundation an apology. Although ECAA may say thank you. So the lights have gone out on the pace car. One parade lap around this 1.5 mile Chicagoland Speedway. John Wimbish in the 56, Dale Osmond in the 88. They're going to make up row number 1 for tonight's start of the 100 laps. Here we go. Pace car peeling off, down and away. Field getting ready, getting fired up. Green flag is out, and we are underway here at Chicagoland. Side by side they go down into turn number 1. The 88 of Dale Osmond hanging tough in that outside lane. Now he's going to sneak in between him and the 94 of Troy Radford. In between the 56 of Wimbish and the 94 of Radford. And now Dale Osmond taking a peek down to the inside. Will John have the run up off the corner? Can Dale get the momentum on the bottom side? And Dale quickly dropping to that bottom lane, but we got one going around. And I believe that is Brandon Mefford in the 83 machine. We stay green, and Brandon Mefford still fighting to save it. Gets in the grass here, tries to get rolling. He is going to start rolling, but he is losing a ton of time. Dale Osmond, meanwhile, in the 88 machine, coming around to lead his second lap of the night. Troy Radford in the 94 machine sitting in third place. He's got Bobby Summers all over his back bumper. Summers wanting a piece of that third place, but he has got to deal with the 94 Troy Radford. Not only that, but here comes our points leader, Dustin German, in the 28 machine, down to the inside of Stephen Page. Page going to stay up high. Dustin German at the stripe, down along the grass. And he is going to complete the pass as Page in that white and pink machine. Going to drop down behind the 28 of Dustin German. And now Tyler Hilton looking like he's going to try and move down to the inside. So Page, once again, in danger of losing a spot. The Hilton in the 82 machine going to complete the pass off of turn number 4. Now here comes the 17 of Tommy Haynes. So Stephen Page having a rough go at it at the start of this thing, and you got to wonder, is he maybe trying to hold on to his tires a little bit better than everyone else as he backed up his corner speed to save those tires. And that's why everyone right now is working their way around him. One person out front in the clean air, though, that is the 88 of Dale Osmond. Dale came into tonight in third place in the points standings. Had a rough go as far as his season is concerned. Last race at Martinsville Speedway, Dale brought it home in 7th place. If I remember correctly, that car had a hard time getting to the front. Seemed like he was involved in quite a few incidents. But right now he has got nothing but clean air. He works his way down the backstretch. The 94 of Troy Radford taking a peek to the inside of John Wimbish. Everyone quickly getting a single file here. The 8 machine of Doug Johnson, big wiggle out of him. He shot down to the infield, took a little trip through the grass. And Doug Johnson gets it back under control. We stay green, no caution coming out. '16 machine of Damon Cox battling with the 4 Mike Massengill. Cox down on the inside. The 4 Massengill following in the tire tracks of the 55 of Steve Baker. Steve Baker battling with the 19 of Cade Green as we are still on board with the 16 of Cox. Cade Green in that 19 sending up some smoke. A little bit of a blinking issue for the 19, creating that smoke. Engine did not let go. Nobody's spinning their tires. Just how the simulator has picked up that car stopping and starting. Rigsby in the 99 machine making a pass on the 6 of Eric Blount. Blount going to try and take a peek to the inside, but not able to return the favor. And so the Rigsby machine started in 12th, finds himself 9th right now. Trying to move forward here a little bit. Field is already on lap 11 of 100. And with 100% fuel, these guys are gonna have to really try and manage their tires. That extra weight in the back end. Going to create some issues throughout this entire fuel run. Really will change the car up a lot, and how it handles at corner entry, corner exit, corner middle. Tyler Hilton in the 82 machine right now, sitting in that 5th place spot. Bobby Summers just in front of him in that 23. So the 82 of Tyler Hilton following in line with the 23 of Bobby Summers. And we are looking for some drivers who are trying to make their way forward. One of those right now, a man on a mission, is the 12 machine of Colin Allman. Colin started in 22nd place. Right now he finds himself in 10th position. Dustin Ping in the 9, Chris Mefford in the 46, sitting 11th and 12th. Mefford in that 46 machine, falling back a little bit here. He started in 8th, now he finds himself in 11th, but the 9 of Dustin Ping, those two have been up battling for a few laps. Ping trying to make his way forward. Meanwhile, the 99 of Rigsby has caught up to the 1 of Stephen Page. 17 machine just in front of Page. That is Tommy Haynes. Rigsby going to try the outside lane on the 1 of Page. Now tucks in behind. Tonight's aerial coverage for the Special Operations Warrior Foundation 100 is provided by Tim Lee in that 25 machine. We check in on Tim Lee, the 34 Doug Wysocki on his inside. They are battling for 15th spot, door to door, side by side right there as they work their way down the backstretch. Lee has a bit of the momentum through the backstretch, but Doug Wysocki going to have that inside lane as they work their way off of turn number 4. Wysocki able to complete the pass. Tim Lee now under pressure from the 7 of Jason Keklak. Keklak under pressure from the 85 of Jeff Stiles, and Steve Baker in that 19th spot right behind them. Baker is looking to try and find a way around. A little difficult to do when cars are side by side right in front of you. Ooh, it was a big wiggle from the 7 of Keklak. So Keklak able to hold on to it, but man, that really had to cause the 85 and the 25 to check up a little bit. Hearts in their throats. Colin Allman in the 12 machine, continuing to march forward. Now finds himself in 9th place. As we go on board with the 12 machine, your race leader continues to be the 88 of Dale Osmond. He now has a 0.3 second lead. But Allman in this 12 machine continuing to move forward, and he is now setting his sights on the 99 of Justin Rigsby. Albin really seems to be able to get into the corner better than Rigsby and carries that speed through the middle of the corner and up off the corner. He's going to make the pass on the 99 and now moves himself up into 8th place. Allman, who started in 22nd, now sitting in 8th. Only took 22 laps to get here. That is a very aggressive march forward for the 12 machine. We check in on our race leader, the 88 of Dale Osmond. Now he is under attack from the 56 of John T. Wimbish. As Wimbish down to his inside. That red 56 takes over the top spot and is going to lead his first lap of the night. The Dale Osmond in the 88 falling to 2nd place. John Wimbish, your new race leader. Dale Osmond led for the first 22 laps, and now our new leader going to look to try and pull away in that fresh air, that clean, smooth, undisturbed air. That 56 has all the downforce on the nose of that machine that he needs. The 88 of Dale Osmond now trying to stay in that draft, use that draft down the straightaways and keep himself in contact with the 56. That way, if that 56 bobbles, coughs, sneezes, maybe has a little itch that they gotta scratch, and we'll put the 88 back to the front. But John Wimbish now leading, slowly pulling away, as he was just 1/10 faster that time around than the 88 machine. Brandon Mefford in the 83, the car you are seeing just ahead. We look off the nose of the 56. Mefford, who had that spin down through the infield grass. No caution came out as he was down below the racing surface, and it was a single car spin. Our top 5 have now gotten spread out a little bit. Bobby Summers sitting in 5th place. He is 2.8 seconds behind the race lead. The one man who continues to march forward, that is Colin Allman, as he turns laps, as he continues to turn laps faster than our race leader. That time around, he did a 30.821. Our race leader doing a 30.922. So Allman still just a 10th faster, and he is doing that, working his way through traffic. Well, that 12 machine is going to be someone that these leaders are going to have to deal with. Eric Blount in the 6th, the 1 of Stephen Page. They are battling it out for 12th and 13th spot. Page falling to 13th place here as the 6 of Blount now starting to pull away. That one machine started all the way up into 4th place, has been steadily losing ground on the field. We'll see if maybe Stephen Page has a different strategy than the rest of this field, or if he maybe just did not have the race pace he thought would be necessary to be working his way to the front. But a heck of a qualifying effort, putting himself up into 4th place. Tyler Hilton in the 82 machine finds himself in 4th. He worked his way around the 23 of Bobby Summers. Bobby Summers now starting to lose some ground as the 17 of Tommy Haynes starting to catch up to him. And the 12 of Colin Allman right behind the 17. Colin in that 12 machine, taking a peek to the inside. Tommy Haynes not quite giving him all the room he needed, but now the 17 going to drift up a little bit. Allman in the 12 down to the inside, side by side at the line. But Colin, with all the momentum down the front stretch, completes the pass as they head off into turn number 1. Now the 12 machine finds himself in 6th place. And Colin gonna set his sights on cracking the top 5 as he continues his march forward. One car on pit road, that is the 4 of Mike Massengill. One of our first drivers to make a pit stop here tonight. Going with a very short pit strategy. Massengill gonna go 2 laps down. And in fact, the 4 machine continues to sit on pit road, so things not looking good for the 4 of Mike Massengill. Doug Johnson finds himself in 26th spot. Last car on the lead lap, and he is in danger of going a lap down. You see the race leader in that red 56 machine getting bigger. Johnson trying to stay on the lead lap. The 4 Mike Massengill, after spending 45 seconds in his pit stall, getting back out on the track. Wimbish in that 56, full head of steam as he is gonna dive down to the inside, make his way around the 8. Now Doug Johnson 1 lap down. Wimbish is pulled out to a 1.6 second lead over Dale Osmond. Dale Osmond sitting in 2nd place in that 88 machine. Has lost a little bit of ground since he lost the lead. And drivers are really starting to feel the effects of that fall off from their tires. They're nearing at 1.5 seconds difference between that last lap and their fastest lap so far this race. Tyler Hilton in the 82 has moved into 3rd place. Troy Radford in that 94 falling back a little bit here. Meanwhile, the 12 machine of Colin Allman continuing to march forward. He is inside the top 5 and closing in quickly on the 94 Troy Radford. Colin finds himself 3.6 seconds off the race lead. Allman there, almost getting into the back of the 8 of Doug Johnson. As John Wimbish continuing to pick up cars and put them 1 lap down. One car he has not been able to catch yet, that is the 83 of Brandon Medford. Medford, who went for that spin early on in this race, has been hustling that 83 machine to try and stay out in front of our race leader and not go a lap down. And because of that, he has moved up into 23rd spot. He has gotten around Ray Radford, Doug Johnson, David Schmidt, and Mike Massengill. Schmidt in the 08 has made a pit stop, 4 fresh tires on that machine, as the 47 of Ray Radford going to break for pit road. But David Schmidt in that 08 going to try and unlap himself. He goes to the high side and is going to easily work his way around the 56. Doug Johnson in the 8, he is on to pit road as well. So green of flag pit stops starting to pick up here. We got one in the wall. That is the 12 of Colin Allman. As trouble for that 12 machine. And now he is going to lose it on pit road. Pointed the wrong direction, but the green flag stays out as he is on pit road. Not sure what has happened to the 12. He is sitting on a pit road. And let's see if we can back this up a little bit. To figure out what happened to the 12 of Colin Allman. Battling with the 94 of Troy Radford. Makes a move down to the inside. And internet connection issues for the 12 machine as he has just dropped off. That's why our replay has not picked him up. So tough break for the 12 of Colin Allman. He was definitely a man on a mission, making his way forward. Got to the back bumper of the 94 of Troy Radford. And then everything went haywire for him. One driver who has not had an issue yet. That's the 56 of John Wimbish. As we are nearing the halfway mark, John Wimbish and Dale Osmond have each led for 22 laps. But now John Wimbish going to take over that top spot in that category as he has now led 23 laps. Only 2 drivers have led this race so far. And that is John Wimbish and Dale Osmond. Dale Osmond now has fallen to 2.2 seconds behind our race leader. Tyler Hilton in the 82 machine, one of our first leaders to hit pit road. Troy Radford in the 94 getting passed by the 17 of Tommy Haynes and Chris Mefford. The Radford gonna fall to 5th. Tyler Hilton in the 82 down and away, and he has rejoined the race trying to get back up to speed. Tyler has gone 1 lap down, but he is the first car to have made a pit stop. So he will be on those fresh tires. I shouldn't say the first car to make a pit stop, but one of the first leaders to hit pit road. So we will see how well this plays into Tyler Hilton's favor. Steve Baker in the 55, he is on the pit lane as well. He hits his pit box, being serviced by the crew. Baker gonna lose a lap in the process as John Wimbish stays out. Now the 28 machine, Dustin German, our points leader, on the pit road. When will the 56 pit? Because Dustin German, Tyler Hilton, they've made their pit stops and they were front runners, and Wimbish now going to get on the binders and he is going to pull it onto pit road. That is going to give the race lead back to the 88 of Dale Osmond. The few more takers on pit lane. The 99 of Justin Rigsby also on pit road. Jeff Stiles in the 85 machine has made his break for the pit stops. Now the 88 of Dale Osmond. going to make his way on the pit road. Oh, big save for the 88 as Dale tried to get aggressive on the pit road. And that will give the lead to the 46 of Chris Mefford. Mefford going to lead for the first time tonight. So now that green flag pit stops have well and truly gotten underway. Dale Osmond on pit road, Troy Redford, Tommy Haynes, almost the entire field coming down pit road. Chris Mefford in the 46, Dustin Ping in the 9, and Chad Meadows in the 3, with Brandon Mefford in the 83. Only 4 drivers do not hit pit road yet. And Tyler Hilton in the 82 machine is leading all the drivers who have made pit stops. And he is trying to track down Chris Mefford in the 46 and unlap himself. But Hilton has a 2.2 second lead over Tyler Hilton. As now Brandon Mefford in the 83 machine brings it to be serviced by his crew. So as everything cycles around, we will see the 82 as the race leader, but John Wimbish in that 56 closing in quickly. He is now 1.8 seconds behind Tyler Hilton. Mefford in the 46 trying to stretch this as far as he can. Should the caution come out, he will have all but 2 other drivers 1 lap down, as Tyler Hilton closing in very quickly to unlap himself. And now Tyler Hilton around the outside, gets back on the lead lap, and now 4 cars are on the lead lap. John Wimbish in the 56, closing in quickly on the 46 of Chris Mefford. Not only is he closing in quickly on Chris Mefford, but he is also closing in on the 82 of Tyler Hilton. And Mefford continuing to cycle around out there as your race leader. He's now led for 6 laps, getting ready to make it 7 laps. Dustin Ping, Chad Meadows, those 2 drivers along with our race leader have not yet been on pit roads. They sit 2nd and 3rd place. Ping is 9.3 seconds off the race lead. As a whole host of cars who have been on and off of pit road work their way around him. And the 3 machine, Chad Meadows, as the caution flag is going to come out. And I think problems for the 8 of Doug Johnson. And that is the break that Chris Mefford needed as we go to our turn 3 instant replay. Mefford in the 46, the 8 of Doug Johnson. And Doug Johnson going to get hard into that outside wall and collect the 46 of Chris Mefford, our race leader, bringing out the caution. But Mefford is going to get on the throttle and get going. And due to his huge lead that he had, not going to lose a spot. So the 46 of Chris Mefford, the 9 of Dustin Ping, and the 3 of Chad Meadows all going to have this opportunity to hit pit road. And they are going to trap a lot of people 1 lap down. But Chris Medford going to spend an extended amount of time here working on his race car to try and hammer out some of that damage. Tyler Hilton, John Wimbish going to make their way onto pit road. 28 machine of Dustin German. Last on pit road 10 laps ago. He's trying to get caught up to the field. We're going to have a whole host of cars taking the wave around this time. And as it stands right now, we have 19 cars on the lead lap. So we're going to step away for just a moment, try and get all this figured out, and we'll be back for our first restart of the night here on Turn 3 Racing Network as Racing for a Cause presents the Special Ops Warrior Foundation 100. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As the lights have gone out on the pace car, that means a whole host of drivers getting the wave around and trying to get caught back up to the tail end of the field. Dustin Ping in the 9 machine scored as our race leader. The 56 of John T. Wimbish going to restart on his outside. Tyler Hilton in the 82. Second row inside for this restart with Chad Meadows in the 3 lining up on his outside. With the lights out on the pace car, Dustin Ping leading for his first time tonight, going to be in control of the field, and he wastes no time getting on the throttle. He's going to get a good jump over Wimbish, and Ping surges to the race lead, easily clearing John. Now that the 82 of Tyler Hilton and the 28 of Dustin German get nose to tail there. And Dustin Ping in the 9 gonna have to try and hold them off as they are gaining ground quickly. Hilton in the 82 going way up high. That's gonna allow the 28 of Dustin German to squeeze down on the inside underneath him. To put Dustin German into 3rd place. Chris Medford in the 46, who was leading. Part of the reason the caution came out is Doug Johnson smacked the outside wall, spun down, collected the 46 of Medford, but somehow Chris Medford has made his pit stop, repaired as much damage as possible, and now he finds himself in a 5th place. So a bad situation, which could have gone really bad for the 46, ends up being just a few spots lost. We'll see how that damage affects the 46. It can't make it too easy on him, but he is holding on to 5th place and not falling back too quickly. So Chris Mefford looking pretty steady right there after heavy contact with the wall. Troy Radford in the 94 machine working his way underneath the 4 of Mike Massengill. Mike is 3 laps down, as the 11 of Christopher Spencer now down to the inside of the 4 machine. We do have 3 cars out of the race here tonight. Bobby Summers in the 23 machine. He is going to be scored in 25th place. Doug Johnson going to be scored 26th. And Colin Allman, our first victim to attrition, going to be scored in 27th place. Last car on the lead lap, that is the 19 machine of Cade Green. Finds himself in 15th place. Cade started in 24th and has been on a march forward, as we got another caution coming out. The 55 of Steve Baker going around down the backstretch, and the 34 of Doug Wysocki looking like he has gotten a piece of the action as well. We will back this up. Go to our aerial coverage provided by Tim Lee tonight. Baker in the 55, who had been riding around at the back of the pack, going 3 wide with the 16 and the 47. And everything just kind of ran out of room coming up off the corner. The 55 of Baker drifting up. He was trying to track out towards the wall. One more time, we'll take a look at this on board the 34, Doug Wysocki. So Steve Baker smoking makes his way into his pit stall. Doug Wysocki not too far behind him. Several other cars making pit stops as well. 4 tires on the order for almost everyone. 2 tires by Chris Mefford in the 46 and the 9 of Dustin Ping. They're going to win the race off of pit road. John Wimbish, the first one with 4 fresh ones. And everyone else making their break. But Chris Mefford, your race leader now, on a 2 tire stop gamble. As the drivers hit pit road, we have had 2 quick cautions here. 4 lead changes among 4 different drivers. And now it is officially 5 lead changes among 4 drivers as Chris Mefford takes over the top spot once again. several cars between the race leader and the pace car. A few more drivers taking the wave around. The 7 of Jason Keklak, one of those drivers. The 08 of David Schmidt, also stuck between our race leader and the pace car. And the 83 of Brandon Mefford. All of these guys are at the tail end of the lead lap, along with the 99 of Justin Rigsby. So they will have to take the wave around here. They are currently on the lead lap because they have not pitted. So when the lights go out on the pace car, these 4 drivers going to make their way around the track and get back in line. That will give us a few more drivers on the lead lap. And the 46 of Chris Mefford going to choose the inside lane for this restart. Steve Baker in the 55 machine, trying desperately to stay on the lead lap while repairing that vehicle. Has managed to do that. How good of a repair is it? I don't know. We saw that thing going up in smoke on its way down pit road. So just getting it repaired enough, hopefully able to survive the next 29 laps that we will have to go when they cross the start finish line this time, when that green flag flies once again. So 2 tires on the front row, Chris Mefford, Dustin Ping. 2-tire gamble for track position for those two. John Wimbish, Tyler Hilton, 4-tire stop for both those cars. We'll see 2 tires versus 4 here. Pace car down and away, and Mefford gets on the throttle and gets away cleanly. Dustin Ping in the 9 machine, not getting away as fast. And Wimbish in that 56 already clearing the 9 as they're going to head off into turn number 1. And Wimbish going to set his sights for this race lead. Tyler Hilton in the 82 getting freight trained right now as he is stuck behind the 9 of Ping. Spencer in the 11 making his way by. Dustin German in the 28, he's going to get by. Dale Osmond in the 88, he's going to try and fill the hole down on the bottom. They're going to be 3 wide here at the stripe. But Tyler Hilton now is going to get down to the inside. Chris Mefford getting passed by John Wimbish. So Mefford now going to start losing some ground. Spencer in the 11 machine going to try and take over second spot. Now Dustin German in the 28. He's going to try and find a way by. Dustin Ping in the 9 going to make contact with the 46 of Mefford. And Mefford going to go around for the second time tonight. And somehow the 46 gets rolling once again. A little bit more damage added to that 46 machine as we're going to take another look at this one. The 9 of Dustin Ping just starts washing up, gets into the 46 at corner exit. And Chris Mefford gonna go for a spin, and the rest of the field gonna split him. Take one more look at this. On board with the 9 of Dustin Ping. He dives down to the inside of Chris Mefford. So both cars who took 2 tires making contact with each other, bringing out our third caution of the night. But John Wimbish, your race leader, electing not to come down pit road, along with most of our race leaders. Jason Keklak in the 7 machine. Thankful for that quick caution, as it allowed him to hit pit road after taking the wave around on our last caution. Justin Rigsby, David Schmidt, Brandon Medford, all able to get on the same strategy as the rest of the field now. In fact, they're going to have a little bit fresher tires. I don't think it's going to help them out too much. We're talking about 2 or 3 green flag laps there. So with 25 laps to go, 24 this time around when they cross the start finish line. Lights staying on the pace car. We have had another car or 2 drop out of the race. The 16 of Damon Cox has gone behind the wall. He's going to be scored in 16th place, or I'm sorry, in 23rd place. Ray Radford in the 47 machine. He is sitting on pit road, but has been there for the last 9.5 minutes. Ray Radford could be done for tonight as well. He looks to be scored in 24th place. That will give us 22 cars to take the restart here. Of those 22 cars, 19 of them will be on the lead lap. Steve Baker in that 55 machine continuing to work on it, as you can see the heavy damage that it has sustained. But he continues to hit pit road every opportunity he gets. They have stopped that engine from smoking. But that 55 is heavily wounded. He's going to have a hard time keeping up with the rest of the field. John Wimbish in the 56, Chris Spencer in the 11, going to make up row number 1 for this restart. Row 2 will be the 28 of Dustin German, our points leader coming into tonight's race, and the 82 of Tyler Hilton on his outside. Pace car down and away. As the green flag comes out, Wimbish on the throttle, gets a good jump. The 28 of Dustin German to the inside of Christopher Spencer. We have 22 laps to go. Everyone can make it on fuel from here. It is now just a sprint to the finish. German in the 28, putting heavy pressure on that rear bumper of the 56 of Wimbish. But John Wimbish, a cool, collected customer behind the wheel, not letting that 28 bother him too much, but German right there really closing in throughout that straightaway run and stays locked to that back bumper. Wimbish going to protect the inside. German going to move to the high side here. While the battle for the lead is going on, Tyler Hilton in the 82 machine works his way to the inside of the 11 of Spencer. Eric Blount in the 6 also down to the inside. And Dale Osmond in the 88, our early race leader, trying to pick a winner between those two as they battle. And now Blount in the 6 going to get split by the 17 of Haynes and the 88 of Osmond. 3 wide through turns 3 and 4. Dale Osmond on the high side. And while they run 3 wide, that is holding up the field behind them. Troy Radford in the 94 machine, he's looking for an opening, but he doesn't want to make it 4 wide. As we go on aboard with the 94 Radford. And now the 17 of Haynes dropping back a little bit. Eric Blount in the 6. Still down on the inside, the 88 of Osmond on the outside. While this 3 wide battle has been going on, Dustin German has taken over the top spot and has led his first lap of the race. So German, with 17 laps to go, has the race lead. Dale Osmond in the 88, able to clear Eric Blount and Tommy Haynes. Osmond right now back up into 5th place. Jeff Stiles in the 85. He's trying to join this party. Taking a peek to the inside of the 1 of Stephen Page. Troy Radford in the 94 down to the inside of the 6 of Eric Blount. Blount finding himself in a battle for 7th and 8th place. Radford looks like he's going to take that away from him as he got a good run coming up off of turn number 4. Now the 1 of Page to the inside of Blount. And Jeff Stiles in the 85 machine. Right there hoping for an opening between these two drivers. But Dustin German in the 28 trying to pull away from the 56 of John T. Wimbish as we have 14 laps to go here in the Racing for a Cause Special Ops Warrior Foundation 100. John Wimbish in that 56 led for 36 laps here tonight. And now Dustin German in the 28 is your race leader. German has led for the last 6 laps. Gonna be 12 to go this time by. German trying to outrun John T. Wimbish. Tyler Hilton in the 82 sitting in a 3rd place. Christopher Spencer in the 11th has made it to 4th with the 88 of Dale Osmond right behind him, rounding out your top 5. Tommy Haynes, Troy Radford sitting in 6th and 7th place. Radford all over the back bumper of the 17 machine. David Schmidt in the 08, who at one point had to take a wave around, has been a lap down, has gotten back on the lead lap, and now finds himself in 8th place, battling with the 1 of Stephen Page. Page scored in 9th for the moment, but Tough battle here for 8th and 9th place. Jeff Styles in the 85 machine. Down to the inside of Page, as Page is going to lose 2 spots, 1 corner. Justin Rigsby in the 99. He's taking a peek to the inside of Jeff Styles. Rigsby, another one of those drivers who has benefited from the wave around. But now the 88 of Dale Osmond under pressure from the 17 of Tommy Haynes. Troy Radford still following that 17 machine. They have closed in on the 88. With 9 to go, Dustin German still sitting at about a 0.3 second lead over John T. Wimbish in the 56. But Dale and Tommy are going at it to be in that 5th spot. Troy Radford just trying to find somewhere to run. Haynes has a bit of the momentum going into turn 1 here. And Dale Osmond on that outside lane looks like he might lose 2 spots in 1 corner. As Troy Radford in the 94 is going to pull alongside door to door. But Haynes in that 17 machine now holds on to 5th place. Radford down on the inside through 3 and 4. Going to take 6th away from Dale Osmond, so Osmond falls to 7th place. Meanwhile, the 56 of John T. Wimbish has closed in on the 28 of Dustin German. So the battle for the race lead starting to heat up, as they're going to have 6 laps to go this time around. Battles all over the track. Stephen Page, Jeff Styles, and Eric Blount all running close to each other here. But back to the race lead, the 56 taking a peek to the inside down the straightaway. Now making a high arc up off the corner, trying to carry as much speed as possible. 5 laps to go. And now our points leader, Dustin German, under attack by the 56 of John T. Wimbish. Wimbish following in the tire tracks of the 28, using that draft to keep him right there. And now Wimbish going to take a peek to the inside, but Dustin German going to close the door. And Wimbish losing some ground off of that corner. That is going to allow the 28 of Dustin German to get a little bit of breathing room. You can't have too much more breathing room. That 28 pulling away with only 3 laps to go. Not how you want to keep your hopes alive of winning this race. The Wimbish trying to close in once again, taking another peek to the inside. But the 28 just will not give up that race lead. Now 2 laps to go. Dustin German, John T. Wimbish going at it for the race lead. Down the back stretch. Both drivers trying to pick up another win. I'm sorry, John Wimbish does not have a win. He's going for his first win. As we have our 1 to go presented by Special Ops Warrior Foundation. Final lap here at Chicagoland. So Dustin German trying to get his second win of the season. John T. Wimbish looking for his first one of the season. And the 28 gonna hold him off as he gets the run up off the corner. Dustin German in the 28 machine gonna win it with the 56 of John Wimbish finishing in second. Tyler Hilton third. A close fourth place finish for the 11 of Christopher Spencer. And Tommy Haynes in the 17 gonna round out your top 5. That is Tommy Haynes' first top 5 of the season. It's a solid run for that 17 machine. But Dustin German in the 28, your race winner, as he gets congratulated by the 82 and the 11. Chris Mefford in the 46, glad to be pulling on the pit road. That machine is smoking. But your race winner, Dustin German, gonna celebrate in style by cranking up the rear tires and making them smoke a little bit. So we're gonna set up our post-race show. No one go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as our post-race show has begun, and we're going to kick it off with the race winner. That is none other than the 28 of Dustin German. Dustin, congratulations on the race win out there tonight. How'd you do it?
Honestly, I don't know, man. I don't know, whenever the green dropped in first half of the race, I did not have the car to beat. I mean, I was lucky to be in the top 10. Looks like we short pitted just a little bit on those leaders and ended up having a caution. I think that kind of helped us out there, and was able to get the wave around and pit. And I think some of those guys took, or we got the lucky dog and pitted, and some of those guys I think had to take the wave around. So I might have had a little bit fresher tires than some of my competition. I'm not sure about that either, but I'm just as surprised as everybody else is that I'm sitting in victory lane here.
Well, the 28 was able to hold off a hard charge from the 56 there in the last few laps. How much were you looking in the rear view mirror knowing that 56 had the car to beat tonight?
Yeah, I was probably 90% mirror driving, 10% out the windshield, man. John was fast, and I just knew I had to keep him behind me, because if he'd have got, inside of me, it'd have been over. So, this track, it's real bad with dirty air, so clean air is king. But yeah, man, John probably should have had that one, but I'm glad to pull it off.
All right, Dustin. Well, before we let you go, man, any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
Just a shout out and a thank you to UKR and Turn 3 Racing Network. Want to thank my team, SRTV, Smoke Show Racing. I believe that's 3 in a row for us. RFC, my sponsor for my cause is American Foundation for the Blind. I'll give a shout out to them, and everybody at home watching. I hope y'all enjoyed the race.
All right, that is your race winner, Dustin German. And again, Dustin, congratulations on that win.
Thanks, KR.
Now we're going to move on to our second place finisher, and that is the 56 machine of John T. Wimbish. John, you led the most laps out there tonight, and you bring it home in second place, just 0.2 seconds off the race win. Tell us a little bit about this evening for you.
I figure we went caution free. I was going to be tough to beat, I think, but had those cautions come in there, and that's part of it. So just gave it all I had right there at the end, trying to get around Dustin there. I mean, once a car gets in front of you, it's hard to get around them. You got to wait on their tires to give up or whatever. And I know he's real good at knowing when to push it, take care of his stuff. And he and I have raced together a whole lot, so we kind of know how each other thinks a little bit. So he did a good job there trying to keep me behind him. I caught him a couple times, but catching him, passing him is two different things.
Well, the 56 really did have a solid night all night long. A second place finish, leading the most laps. And, unfortunately, Dustin German came into tonight as the points leader. He's going to widen that gap a little bit on you, but you're sitting second place in the point standings as we are in race number 6 of 12. What's it going to take for you to come on strong in the second half of the championship?
Cut his damn internet connection.
Hey, listen, I'm not going to say anything, man. But I know a guy for $50, he'll do anything.
We might have to find that guy. Dustin's come on real strong here and doing a great job. And I mean, tonight, last lap there going down into 1, I was going to drive it in there a little bit harder and try to give him a little tap, and got right to him and just didn't make it happen. And by then I started grabbing a little bit of brake. I figured I might hit him too hard and then just flat wreck him, and I didn't want to do that. So I don't mind tapping a guy, moving him up a track or whatever, but I don't want to flat take him out either. But he's a hard racer, man. You got to get your practice in, figure out, what to do, go back and see where I messed up at here, and just keep trying, man. Just keep going after it, and hopefully can catch up a little bit. Maybe he'll have a bad night or something, but it's going to be tough.
All right, man. Well, again, congratulations on second place. Before we let you go, shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
And just shout out to you and Turn 3 putting this on for us, and anybody takes time to watch and root for their drivers, and everybody here at the league did a good job. I felt like the race was pretty good tonight, and Troy for putting this thing on and trying to get the racing where it's supposed to be, and glad to finally have this Cheerwine AutosByNelson.com up front some more, but just one shy again. But we'll get there. It's just gonna take a little time.
All right, John. Well, we look forward to seeing you next week at New Hampshire. Maybe you'll be on the top spot of the podium.
Yeah, 10-4. Hope so, buddy.
That is John T. Wimbish, your second place finisher for the race. But now it's time to talk to our third place finisher. That is the 82 of Tyler Hilton. Tyler, how you doing out there tonight, buddy?
I am good. How about you, KR?
Man, I'll tell you what, if I was doing any better, my name'd be Tyler Hilton. Well, you bring it home in third place here tonight. You have one win on the season. That 82 machine making some bold statements with these finishes that you're racking up here tonight, or this season. Woo, not just tonight.
Yeah, definitely. We've turned our luck around for the 82 machine, especially. I think this is our third top 5 in a row with it. Like I say, got the win at Bristol with the truck, figuring out the cup cars and kind of getting a handle on them. Yeah, tonight it went very smooth. I don't think I led any. I might have led a lap or two, but yeah, just being consistent, logging laps, and just pretty much hanging around until the end. Learning from some of these guys, it's invaluable experience, and I think it's starting to pay off.
Well, the 82 led, I thought you led some laps here tonight. Maybe I was wrong.
Yeah, I think when I done the pit strategy, I came in a little bit early
yes.
and short pitted, but Chris stayed out. So he was actually logging those laps as the leader on it. But I mean, we were there. I came out 2 seconds ahead, I think, of John on that one, and I had the position, but just kind of didn't pan out towards the end. But hey, I'll take third anytime.
Well, it was an exciting race at Chicagoland, especially that first opening stint where everyone was on very different strategies until that caution came out. But yeah, you had a good call hitting pit road early, gained a lot of ground, and if it weren't for that extended stay that Chris Mefford had, you would have been our race leader. And that's what I was thinking of, so I apologize for being a bit slow on the uptake.
Oh no, you're fine. So it's it worked out. So I'm happy with it. It was a fun race tonight. Tire wear was definitely making it a little interesting for sure. You know, we could kind of move around a little bit, but you know, when you catch up to somebody, you just get kind of too arrow tight to pass them for the most part. But yeah, no, it was a great racing out there, and hopefully it was a great broadcast. I know you done a good job up there, but hopefully we put on a good one for the fans. I know the end seemed like it got a little wild there, but yeah, I'm happy for this Mission 22 Chevy.
All right, man. Well, any other shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give before we let you go?
First and foremost, to the wife for letting me do this. She is amazing, and I truly thank her for allowing me to take time out of our family lives to come do this. You up in the booth, the whole Falcon Motorsports crew. You know, you guys do a great job. My teammates, they're amazing. They've taught me a lot, and we'll get them. So we're gonna keep building on it, and hopefully we can have a pretty strong finish to the season.
All right, man. Well, again, congratulations on third place here tonight.
Appreciate it, KR.
Tyler Hilton, driver of the 82 machine, bringing it home in third. Guys, make sure you join us next week, March 17th at New Hampshire. Drivers will be on that very famous lobster track, trying to race each other and find a way around those very flat corners. Gonna be a good show for sure. That is coming up March 17th. And as for our Special Ops Warrior Foundation 100, nothing left but our results. Dustin German in the 28 machine gonna win this one. John T. Wimbish in the 56 finishing in second. Third place going to Tyler Hilton. Fourth, Christopher Spencer in the 11 machine. Fifth place will be the 17 of Tommy Haynes. Troy Radford gonna finish in sixth. Seventh going to the 88 of Dale Osborne. Eighth will be the 99 of Justin Rigsby. Ninth place going to David Schmidt in the 08. 10th, Jeff Stiles. Eric Blount in the 6 machine finishing 11th. 12th will be Dustin Ping. 13th, Stephen Page. 14th, Chad Meadows. Brandon Mefford will end up in a 15th spot. Cade Green finishing in 16th. 17th will be Jason Keklak. Chris Mefford in the 46th finishing in 18th. 19th, our race patron for tonight, that is the 25 of Tim Lee. Steve Baker will finish in 20th. 21st going to Mike Massengill in the 4. Doug Wysocki 22nd. 23rd will be the 16 of Damon Cox. Ray Radford finishing in 24th. 25th will be Bobby Summers. Doug Johnson finishing 26th. And Colin Allman finishing in 27th here tonight. So guys, that is going to do it. Thank you oh so much for watching and joining me here tonight. Hope everyone enjoyed the show, and I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday night at New Hampshire.